Mike Vrabel, Patriots head coach. When you hear that, what does that mean to you, Mike?
Well, I think that means that's a culmination of a lot of hard work, some sacrifice from other people. It makes me feel grateful to be in this position, but understand that there's a lot of people that helped me get there. And so I'm thankful for that and excited about the opportunity. I've always said that culture is what your team looks like at its worst. Take a snapshot of what your team looks like. Are players still putting the team first, and are they working towards a positive goal? The culture that I hope to create and help create is one that's built around winning, competitiveness, and the team, and making sure that the players understand how critical those three elements are. You know, we want to have a high standard here, and we want to make sure that everybody's proving themselves to the team every single day, earning the right to be here, and trying to hold and having an environment where we're holding each other accountable, and that there's a trust and relationships that allow for that.
I'm going to show you a clip.
Growing up and understanding this game and making this game, you know, my profession and you know, what I do for a living, you know, I really truly want to continue in the sport. I mean, it's made me, it's happy, it's made me successful, and then so hopefully, you know, I can go back and coach and teach kids, you know, the same things that I learned, and hopefully, you know, kind of steer them in the right way.
Young Mike. I think early on, you know, I used to coach the boys basketball teams, and I'd go back and coach the flag football teams, and you know, I'd try to get the stacked team. I had guys that played at Ohio State, and I'd try to get their kids. I'd get Herb Street's kids on there. We had the best flag football team in the city. So I knew how critical recruiting was to success, and how critical players were to success and to coaching. So I didn't really have a manual, right? When I got to Ohio State, there was no coach's manual. I just did what I felt like was right. I knew that I needed to have a teaching progression and teaching style that was critical. But I also just looked at drills that the players were going to be needed in the game, and that's how I structured the individual, and that's how I structured my coaching. That's really kind of where things took off, and I always learned to try to do the best job at the job that you're in, and more opportunities will come if you're prepared for them. The year I spent in Cleveland, what it made me realize was how much I miss and I want to do this and lead and organize and help everybody, that's from the players all the way up to every department, and how do we get an alignment and an ability to do our jobs so that it can help the players just be players and not have to worry about anything else outside of football. So I've learned how critical, you know, staff relationships are, and you know, the ability to, you know, reach every player, you know, not overlooking that, don't take things for granted, you know, don't take anything for granted. This day's been amazing. Like, I don't know how it couldn't be. And I want to galvanize this team. I want to galvanize this organization and galvanize our fans. I want everybody to come together to feel like they know me well enough. When I ask them how I can help them and how I can help them do their job, they trust me and they believe me, and they let me help them.